We've just spotted the boat on the horizon, a light blue dot. It's still moving, and from this distance, it's difficult to see how many people are on board.
All right.
We're here to help you.
Come on. The baby, look after her.
Every square inch of this top deck filled with people, and they tell us there are 300 more down below.
I reported on this unprecedented exodus for more than a month. As a relentless flood of humanity arrived on the shores of Europe.
The first thing you hear is the sound of singing. It must be a huge sense of relief for these 400 migrants and refugees to be so close to solid ground. They'll put them through medical tests, register them. This is something that, with this good weather, is happening almost daily.
North Africa, Germany, Sweden.
If you are a beggar here, it's no better to be than in Libya.
So many saw this as the finish line, but the journey clearly is not over. Many people don't know where they want to go, and even if they do have an idea of which country they want to end up in, they don't really understand what it's going to take to get there. What was going through your head as you got onto that small boat, not knowing what was going to happen?
You must have to go with one mentality. I either live or I die. And that's it. It's just by luck. You cross that Mediterranean by luck. That's it.
Amadou Sambu from Gambia is one of many I met here, now caught in legal limbo, packed into holding centers and hoping for asylum.
Can I go inside? That's my room.
So this is what all the rooms are like?
Yeah, this is how the rooms are like. Yeah.
2 people in here?
2 people in here.
Sambu, like everyone else here, risked it all for paradise, but now finds himself stuck in a kind of purgatory. He's hoping that soccer will be his salvation.
Through football, it's a big bond that develops between us. And it also relieves you from so many stresses. Because playing football alone is emotional feeling, you feel a little bit at home.
Sambu quickly discovered that, like him, several other migrants played professionally all over Africa.
We train very hard, because we have young talents.
So they started a team, ASD Maneo, named after the center.
We want to be champions. So when you want to be champion in football, you have to do extra.
Sambu was a soldier who served in Sudan. He told me he wanted a better life for his wife and 3 children. But for them, the journey was too dangerous, so he had to leave them behind.
It's just very emotional, when I talk to my kids, Yeah, I miss them because one of my kids was born when I was here.
He's determined to reunite his family in Europe.
You must be very patient to sit and wait. Sometimes you can wait for 14 to 15 months.
But even then, there are no guarantees, so he and his teammates are trying to forge their own fate.
You guys are a semi-professional team, but you look at this field and it's all sand. There's no grass, there are no nets on the goals. I mean, how do you play against better equipped and better funded teams if this is what you're practicing with?
Yeah, it's just like the determination that we have. When you go to a better field, you can do something excellent, really.
Against all odds, the migrants of ASD Maneo dominated the Italian competition, clinching the championship 2 years running and advancing to a higher division.
You have dreams of being a soccer star in Europe?
Yeah, soccer star in Europe.
Really?
Yeah, really, yeah, so. Yeah, because I have the potential, I know I have the capabilities,
For now, a dream is really all it is. He and the others bide their time with Italian lessons and other classes.
Okay, bravo. Okay, you finish.
But on the outside, Maneo's soccer stars will face a harsh reality and may find themselves struggling to find work on a different kind of field.
Where's your family?
Family is Darfur.
You have children?
Yes.
How many?
8 children.
8 children.
Yes.
And they're still in Darfur.
In Darfur, yes.
This farm worker nearly died crossing the Med 13 years ago.
And how is life here in Sicily?
It's life very difficult here. Mare pericoloso.
The sea is too dangerous, so he doesn't tell people to come here. And because there's no work here.
But so many, like Sambu, will ignore his warning. For them, giving up on the promise of a better life just isn't an option.
It's not just leaving your family behind. You have to go through Libya, which is essentially a war zone.
Yes.
You have to cross the Mediterranean, where your boat could sink.
But sink, yes.
It's a huge risk to take.
It's a very huge risk. But when your life becomes safe and rescued, then you have the opportunity to be in Europe. There, life begins again. It's a very big opportunity.
This is a new life for you.
This is a new life for me.
So would you be willing to risk it all for the chance at a better life? Tell us today using the hashtag #OneStory2Takes, and subscribe to timesXtwo on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter and Facebook.